Well folks, how you doing? And whether you're new around here or a returning viewer, welcome to the channel. So on this trip, I've returned to a little forest near Kincardine called the Devilla Forest, I think it's called. I've been here once before, that was nearly 2 years ago. We're camping at the exact same location. It's about a half an hour walk from the car with camping gear, probably 20 minutes with the dog if you fancy taking the dog here. It's nothing too major, but yeah, I decided just to come here with Monty. The weather's actually pretty good up north. Probably could get a summit camp with the forecast being about 20 to 30 mile an hour winds. There is snow on the summits now. Snow kind of came on Wednesday, Thursday, and it's now Saturday today, Friday, Saturday. So yeah, we'll just need to see how we go tonight. I'm going to talk about my plans over the winter. I'm actually planning a road trip in the next couple of weeks. We'll see if I do that or not. You might actually hear Monty and David talking in the background at the moment. They're set up a wee bit further along. But yeah, like I said, I'm planning a few things this winter, and I'm going to use this video to explain what my plans are. And yeah, it'll still be a normal camping video as well. So tonight's setup, because I still have to do it, so I'm just going to quickly get out of the way. So I've got my Thermarest Neoair XTherm, my Sea to Summit reactor for the inside the sleeping bag if I need it. Don't think I will. My usual pillows, as you'll see, I've got my Sea to Summit one as well. Got my Trekker chair kit. Don't think I'll use this because we're going to be chilling out by a fire tonight, but if I decide to come back early and just sit in the tent, I'll use it. It's more for hills, this. And yeah, I mean, I've got my winter sleeping bag. I was planning a summit camp, but changed my mind last minute to do this with Monty. Might regret that because the Northern Lights is due tonight. There's other opportunities. It's been quite common in the Northern Lights recently, but yeah, hopefully when I'm off work for a week very soon, I might get the Northern Lights. That's what I'm thinking. I'll probably just get rain and clouds, but because whenever I want something I don't get it, which is why I usually don't plan ahead. But like I said, I really want to do this road trip in the next couple of weeks. My nose is still running down here, I'm going to set all this up and I'll bring you back. Well, that's me all set up for tonight. Nice wee relaxed woodland camp. I'm going to go and see how the others are getting on now. It's probably been about 45 minutes since I last spoke to them. So I think this is the tent Paul Messner had out. Yeah, I think I can see what Paul Messner means when it's quite flappy in the wind. I actually think Paul wasn't very impressed with this tent. I need to get Monty's thoughts on it when he comes back. I think this is the tent Monty had issues with last week. At least someone knows how to pitch it.
So I've got my Christmas jumper out. The greatest Christmas movie of all time, Gremlins. I love Gizmo, I love my Mogwais. You want me to talk about this tent?
Yeah, if you can.
So it's a brand new tent, first time I've got it out, so it's difficult to get it nice and taut, especially on heavily uneven ground. I was anticipating it to be the size of the Vango Banshee, and yeah, that was a surprise. It's like a really, tall version of the, not a steroided version of the Vango Banshee, but it's a big, tall version. It is it is the worst tent to ever pitch. Technically the fly sheet and inners pre-attached, but you need to pre-attach it. It's one of those tents where you need to go round and round in circles to get it nice and taut. I initially got it because I was of the belief it was a tent that required poles. You do come with one pole, but you also need to supply your own trekking poles. In this case, Gaz's trekking poles. It's a difficult tent to get nice and taut. I've not got it nice and taut. This was after about 20 minutes I eventually got it up, but it's not a tent for the mountains in the wind. Do not take this out in the wind, it will be chaos. But as you can see, it's quite possibly the biggest vestibule in the world for one of these side entrance tents. The biggest vestibules will always be your tunnel tents, but for a side vestibule, that's ridiculous. That's empty space. No one needs a vestibule that big. And it's symmetrical on either end. The inside, once you get it taut, so I've got the 3 season. They don't have any of the 4 season inner in stock, but I am looking to get the 4 season inner. It's good headroom, it's good space, good width, good length, good height, but as you can see it's sagging, so they really could do with an extra clip here and an extra clip here to bring it up, but making it a whole lot more taut as well would certainly help, but it's sagging too much. To be honest with you, I don't have a good relationship with this tent. It would have potential if it was lower in height, with greater headroom, you know, with the inner closely attached to the, well, a whole lot more closer to the fly sheet. It'd be better if it was smaller, as in the width would have been significantly less, because that's just too big of a vestibule. Look, I'm stretched out sitting in here and I've still got plenty of space. Vestibules are too big. If they made the tent smaller in width and smaller in height and less complicated to set up, I think it'd be a smashing little tent. But I'll be doing a full review on this in a couple of weeks anyway. I do like it, I'm not going to lie. It is spacious. I'm a tall fella, so it does the job for me. But it's going to be one of those tents where you're going to have to persevere for a while before you get a good relationship with it. David's got with him on the 3FUL Teja. I think it's a brilliant wee tent. I had some complications with it last week, but that was individual error. It's a great little tent. It's got an insulated inner, this one. And with my wee heater last week, I was toasty in conditions around freezing. It's got the right sized vestibule. That's a good sized vestibule for a side tent. This is what you want. That's too big, but this is what you want. And again, it's symmetrical on either end. And it's got good headroom again. I'm a big chap. I'm not even touching the roof. Well, I might, but I think he's meant to peg that in. But it gives you an idea anyway. Plenty of headroom. Good width, good height, good length. And he's set up. He's got with him the Alpkit Pipe Dream. The Pipe Dream 600. Comfort rating, limit rating between -10 and -18. So to get down to potentially -3, I reckon it'll just hover around below freezing. So overkill for the gentleman, he's going to have a warm sleep. He's also got the Big Agnes Air Force Ultra insulated, R value of 4.2 I believe. I'm looking for a nod in the head, got a nod in the head. 4.2 should take you down to between, I would imagine, the -10, -15 that I push. Again, this gentleman here is expecting a warm sleep. He's got the X-Bed, you know, closed cell foam mat. But yeah, good wee setup. He's going to have a very warm sleep, especially with a tent with a 4-season inner.
You happy?
Just need a bit of splatter and stuff.
So we're having a wee fire tonight. The thing is, my fire pit's broken after my previous trip at Ben Law's. The mesh is completely like ripped and there's a hole. There is an existing fire pit, it's quite a popular area this for camping, so we're just going to use that tonight. I'm going to have to get a new fire pit, ideally before this road trip comes. I just really hope I get the weather for that road trip. But yeah, just thought I'd mention the fire pit's broken now, unfortunately. So we go down here. It's just nice and tight, but not a bad view. It's actually a house at the other side of this loch. Imagine having this view every day.
Do you need it? Aye, sometimes the loch's a wee bit.
I've been smacked in my face about 40 times and stung about 20 times walking through all this just to get a shot at a loch. Oh, Jesus. Not fun. Oh. We're getting there. Just trying to find the way back. I've lost them. Oh dear. Just looking around. There they are.
Apparently, man.
Get a good spray.
So tonight's dinner, attempt to eat this by the way, is oil in the bag rice, Hopefully you can see that alright. I'm going to have that with chili con carne. And I've got a wee chocolate brownie dessert, which I'm going to try for the first time. It's salty caramel.
It's a sticky toffee pudding one that I like.
Oh, I knew you liked one of the
Sticky
desserts.
toffee pudding.
Got a nice wee setup here as well with the tents. Mine's is obviously further in.
I don't know why I didn't bring the wee heater for you to get a wee shotty.
See if you can see it.
So that's going to take a good 10 minutes to cook. And then it's going in the rice, which is on the seat. Looking forward to this.
See how mine's has struggled to pick up the fire? You're picking up more light, therefore less noise.
Right, so anyone who's a regular to the series will know that I am a terrible cook, but I think I've done a pretty decent job with this.
What have you got?
Chili con carne with rice. I've got some chili flakes in there just to give it a wee bit more of a kick. I'm just going to mix it up now. And yeah, probably a bit too much for me, like, right enough. I'm probably not going to eat all this, but I'll give it a go. I can see your light. I can't see a pizza.
I just walked into the next town. I thought I'd surprise you.
You've bought a pizza.
I've got you a pizza. That's why I've been gone for so long. I suppose David's going to be in for a... Is it David? Mate, you're in for a fucking surprise, mate.
He's no longer lost and then there's a pizza involved.
I was gone for a long time for a reason.
Well, that's attempt 2, folks, at doing this. I've snapped the branch again like the previous attempt. No, the audio wasn't working in the previous clip. But that's it, the night is over. And it's about 11:30. It's been a really, really good, 6-7 hours by the fire. I think we started at about like 3:30 or something. But yeah, it's been really enjoyable. Not bad at all. I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. I was aware that at the start of the video I said I was going to talk about my potential plans this winter. Yeah, I'm not doing that now. And I'll probably forget to do it tomorrow, knowing me like, but yeah, we'll just see how it goes. But for now, I'm going to go in the tent, get heated up, hopefully by a warm night. -1 it's to go down to tonight. Even here it's meant to drop down to those temperatures, so we'll see how we get on. Got my wee Kestrel, tells me the temperature, and yeah, 1 degree is what it said a couple of hours ago, so I'll let you know how I get on, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Oh, it's a chilly one. Wow. Well, good morning everyone. It's about 8:45, something like that. Been up since about 7. Had a good hour and a half just watching YouTube and whatever else. But it's been quite a cold night, it's got to be said, considering where we are, in the woods. I've had warmer nights on the hills actually in the winter. But yeah, it's time to talk about my plans for this winter while I remember, and then I'm going to pack up and get out of here. So yeah, this winter's all about just staying motivated, trying to get out every weekend, at least once a week, that's the plan. And I'm trying to mix up the locations I go to as well. Most places I'll camp are within about a 3-hour drive from the house, just to keep things easy for myself and save a bit of money on petrol. You know, I could easily drive over, you know, like 300 miles every weekend if I really wanted to. Yeah, I mean, just keeping it kind of simple is what I'm looking to do. But I'm setting a target of doing 3 Monroe summits this winter, camping on 3 Monroe summits. Starting from now pretty much. I'm looking at maybe potentially Ben Hornsey is definitely one that I'm looking at doing. I've actually done it, I can't remember how stony it is, but I guess I'll just need to go back up and find out, because Auchnafree Hill, a Corbett I camped in the same area, took me by surprise by how good it was back in February. I'm looking at camping at 15 different lochs and lochins across the country as well, and I'm actually looking to do 1 coastal camp as well, which I've not done for a few years. So yeah, that's my plans really this winter. One trip a week is really my goal. When I'm off work for like a week, like I say, I might be doing this road trip that's when I might do bigger things. We'll see. You know what I'm like. Well, that's me all packed up finally. Well, kind of. I still got the seat to pack up at the fire, but yeah, the tent and where I camped for the night is clear, including that Lucasade bottle that I noticed when I arrived yesterday. So yeah, leave no trace as always. Doesn't matter where you're camping. I've said at the end of every video, most of the time anyway, unless I'm in some serious winds. But yeah, it's been a good trip away, and I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, you know what to do. Click the like button to support the video, click the subscribe button to support the channel and future videos, and get involved in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, and until the next trip, take care.